Hey guys, it's Ruben, and today I wanted to run you through a new release of Firo DEX. So, for those of you who don't know, DEX stands for Decentralized Exchange as opposed to CEX, which stands for CEX, which stands for centralized exchanges. So, exchanges like Binance, HTX, Bitmart, AscendX. These are all centralized exchanges, meaning there is like an entity, there are people that you have to trust your private keys with. While with decentralized exchanges, there are no intermediaries. It's P2P, and you retain custody of your funds throughout. Right, so this is really, really important, especially for privacy coins, to be able to trade Firo and swap it for various cryptocurrencies without any sort of intermediaries. It's kind of like the dream of what cryptocurrency trading or swapping should be all about, right? So yeah, let's take a look at Firo DEX. As you can see, Firo DEX is actually based off, it's a white label approved version of Komodo Wallet, which is an amazing group of people that built Komodo Chain and also Komodo Wallet, which is used to be called Atomic DEX, and it allows you to swap coins from different chains. That means like I can swap from Bitcoin to Firo, from Firo to Zcash or Dogecoin, and even within tokens like USDT or like USDC, and even on layer 2s like Arbitrum and yeah, a bunch of others as well. There's many sort of things. And this is kind of like different than, let's say, some of the other decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. Like for example, Uniswap is really popular, but Uniswap is only on Ethereum, right? Like you cannot swap tokens from different chains. It's like, yeah, it's all on Ethereum. Uniswap or PancakeSwap on Binance Smart Chain. These are DEXs that only exist within their respective ecosystems like BNB Smart Chain or Ethereum. Firo DEX or Komodo Wallet allows swapping between completely separate chains. So I wanted to kind of run you through how to go about swap, how to use this thing. Obviously, this is all still in beta, so don't put like huge crazy amounts inside there. Give it a go, give us some feedback. It's actually been working for a while, but we always just want to err on the side of caution and don't like put crazy amounts. All right. So first of all, the first thing to note is that when you are creating a wallet here, make sure that when you create the wallet, it is a different seed. When you create a Firo DEX seed, that seed cannot be used on other wallets. So like you cannot use your Firo DEX seed with your Qt wallet or your Campfire wallet. So similarly, you cannot take your Campfire wallet seed or your Firo Qt seed and then import it into Firo DEX. They are not compatible, right? So just keep your Firo DEX seed just for Firo DEX or for Komodo Wallet. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. The first thing that you want to do is actually to kind of go to our release page where we have Firo DEX 0.7.2 beta. It's on our GitHub under Firo DEX. You can see there's Linux, there's Mac OS, and there's an installer for Windows. It's really simple. Just run it and install it. It's great. And it will prompt you to create a new wallet. It will give you a seed, save that seed, back it up, and just use that alone for Firo DEX and Komodo Wallet. All right. Okay, so that's the first thing, installing it. Now, let's go about using it, right? So if you can see from that seed, you obviously can deposit stuff. So let's say, like obviously I have some Firo here already, but I can always receive new Firo to this address. It only works with transparent addresses at the moment. So if you're from Campfire or Qt, just plug this address and send some Firo in, and it'll be reflected in your wallet in like a couple of minutes or so. All right. So you can see there's support for both native Firo and also the BEP20 Firo, which is the Binance Smart Chain Firo, which Firo issues, right? So you can even swap between these two using Firo DEX as well. There's actually many other assets that you can add here, but I think the maximum that you can keep within like your display is 15 different types of assets. So only kind of like have the assets that you want to swap with, right? So yeah, let's take a look at how this interface works, right? Obviously, it shows you a portfolio, it shows you the centralized exchange price and they show you the source, like this is from Binance, right? And it's the same thing here. Obviously, this has like different transaction histories. And let's go to the DEX function, which is what it's all about, all right? And now it's loading the wallet, all right? It says that you have, almost about 11,000 Firo that is ready to swap. You can also, select BEP20 Firo or any other assets that you have in your wallet, right? Okay, so let's swap some Firo here first. So again, there's the simple mode and there's the pro mode. I personally actually like the simple mode. It's just a lot simpler. It's just like a regular swap site, right? And what you do is, okay, let's say I want to send 10 Firo, right? And let's see some of the coins that I want to swap with, right? I don't know what's Euro EPLG20. Probably it's like some E-Euro. I can swap with Komodo. I can swap with Dogecoin. I mean, like all these, I can even enable it and I can swap with Litecoin. Or there's no issues, right? It's just that my current wallet does not have a Litecoin one. I can just easily add it. See it? Look, LTC is not a bit. Do you want to enable it? But let's just use with something we already have, right? So, okay, let's do a swap. 10 Firo to ZEC, all right, 1162. So, okay, I lose a little bit on fees, but it's fine. Let's click. So you can see it's only like slightly less than 1% more expensive than a centralized exchange. But this is the entire fees, right? And you can see a breakdown of how much this all costs, all the swapping and all of that. And the great thing is that you don't actually need existing Zcash to be able to swap. So like I can just have Firo, I can swap it to Zcash immediately. So let's kind of do this. I'm just going to drop the number of confirmations just because it's a small amount. And yeah, I don't know. Did it actually go through? Wait, hang on. I messed up a bit. Let's go ZEC. Swap now. All right. Use custom one. Confirm. Okay, place the order. Click to see details. Oh, I actually did it twice. Oops. So anyway, there are 2 orders for selling Firo for ZEC. And this process typically, I think with Zcash, I think maybe it's like 15 minutes end to end, right? And that means it's actually a lot faster when you compare, like, let's say I deposit Firo into Binance, I then swap it and then I withdraw it. That entire time, maybe at least half an hour, right? But within FiroDEX, this happens like roughly around the same time. Maybe a swap with Zcash would take about 10 minutes or so. And you can actually see the progress of how it's going over here. So it'll show you like, the progress details, how this is all started. This atomic swap is progressing. And when it reaches the end, you will get the Zcash for the Firo. And it's directly deducted from your wallet, right? So yeah, this whole process probably takes about 10 minutes. You can just leave it in the background. There's no issues, right? So yeah, this is like a very simple swap. As you can see, it's really easy. You can go to the pro mode and you can choose like exactly, okay, how much I can buy Firo for ZEC, or I can sell Firo, and I can choose like, what price, and then see all the liquidity there, right? So yeah, this is like the more advanced way to do it. But be careful, because when let's say you click something like this, it fills it up with like how much you want to sell it for. You receive like it fills up the volume. So if you don't check this, you might actually do it wrong. So I would recommend most people to stick with the simple mode, but if you want kind of more fine-grained control, you can go to the pro mode and see more of the orders there. All right. So yeah, this is I guess more akin to more like a centralized exchange stuff, while with simple is just more like a swap thing. And you know, it always tells you how much more expensive it is compared to a centralized exchange. And sometimes you actually be able to find deals. Like actually before I recorded this video, there was something that was buying Firo or selling Firo at a cheaper rate, like 2% less. And this is like potential ways you can make money by, you know, buying it cheaper and selling it elsewhere for higher, right? So yeah, this is a swap. We can see how this is progressing. You look at orders, you can see all of this is progressing. So, all right, this is talking about swapping from UTXO coins to UTXO coins. That means it's like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, you know, Zcash, Firo, they're all UTXO coins. You notice that some of them have like BEP20, Arbitrum ERC20, right? So these are more like Ethereum-based coins. Like, you know, Binance Smart Chain is based off Ethereum. And in those cases, there's something that you need to know is that you cannot just say, like, let's say if I want to swap Firo into USDT on Binance Smart Chain, I do need a bit of BNB to pay for the fees for the swap on the BNB side. It's not like, you know, just now I may not have had any Zcash. I could swap directly Firo to Zcash. But when it's dealing with like Ethereum based ones, like let's say if I want to swap on Ethereum or I want to swap on Arbitrum or Binance Smart Chain, I need to have some of the native gas coin to be able to pay for the gas fees on that chain. So let me kind of show you what I mean on this, right? So right, let's go and sell some Firo. Let's see, 10 Firo, and let's say USDT. Oh, there's no USDT available. Let's see. I can actually swap it for USDC. All right, let's just do that. Calculating fee. Okay, so you can see, let's do the swap. So now here I'm swapping 10 Firo for 1150 USD. So you can see that it's slightly more expensive. It's 1.1% more expensive. And yeah, let's just kind of do this. All right, confirm. Okay, that is running in the background. Oh, this is interesting. Someone is trying to poison attack me. All right, so this is progressing. Okay. And this should be a lot faster because, you know, Binance Smart Chain is a faster chain. Firo is quite a fast chain as well. And you see that this should complete in like less than 10 minutes. Okay. And you'll notice that here, it would have taken a little bit of the Binance BNB chain to pay for the fees for the swap, right? So just take note of that. Okay, so let's take a look at how our swaps are going. Wait, the other ones have already completed. I think the Zcash ones have already completed. Yeah, you can see that this just completed like 2 minutes ago. And yeah, you can actually see the history. Yeah, this like, you know, that was how many minutes? Not even 10 minutes. I managed to swap you know, Firo for Zcash. Okay, that was really, really quick. And this one that is going to this should also go through quite quickly as well. Whoa, look, it's finished. I think it's, look, swap successful. It's actually done as well. And now I have the incoming USDC here. Yeah, great. That was really, really quick. Yeah. So you can see how powerful this DEX is. It's, you know, maybe even potentially faster than a centralized exchange. And this worked great, right? Now, this is the way that you do it using the desktop app. There is also a mobile app called Komodo Wallet that you can try. I haven't tried it myself personally, but this is like really a nice way to do swapping of Firo, and encourage you to use it, to try it. You know, especially if you're in a country that does not have like a centralized exchange that supports Firo. FiroDex is a good option, right? But there is another way to interact with FiroDex, which is through a website. And let's kind of go through that. Let's hide this and show this. Okay. So this is the Komodo Wallet kind of website, and all you have to do is go to app.komodo platform. So let's just do that, app.komodoplatform.com. It loads this, right? And it connects a wallet. So you can use your FiroDex seed here. Please, again, do not use your Campfire seed, not your FiroQT seed. Use your FiroDex seed here, and it will load all your assets in there. All right. You know, it's not rocket science. You just import your wallet, you enter a wallet name, you enter your seed here, click and you accept the conditions, and that's fine, right? Note that this website is, I guess, in an earlier stage of development. It all works, but there may be some quirks here and there because it's a new thing, and the great thing is that, you know, totally within the website, right? So this is one where I loaded a really small kind of wallet inside here with, like, you know, a bit of bucks here, and let's do a swap directly from it, right? It's exactly the same thing. You can say I want to swap Doge for Firo. Can I do that? All right, it's not a bad price. Let's say I want to swap all my Doge for Firo. Okay, and I say swap now. Confirms, you know, it shows me the exchange rate, everything, and I say yes. Oh, not enough Doge for swap. Okay. Let's reduce it. Oh, available for swap. Okay, let's drop it there. As you can see, it's a bit buggier, right? So let's say confirm. And now the swap is in progress, and this is just done totally on the website. Okay, now obviously I would recommend just using FiroDex instead, just because I think it's more stable. But this is a really cool way, and kind of like gives you a sneak preview of, like, you know, swapping Firo directly within your browser without any sort of separate app for this. This is, like, yeah, a little bit buggy. It takes a bit of time, but it works. But yeah, you can take a look. Just as I said, it works. Let's try that one more time. No. Let's sell Doge for Firo. Let's go with 50 swap. Maybe that's like a minimum size. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it was a bit bugged, but it's now beginning the swap, right? And this is really cool. You can actually see all the swaps happening cross-chain. It's pretty cool. And this should happen within, like, you know, 10 minutes or so. Mainly because, like, you're waiting for confirmations on the Dogecoin, you're waiting for confirmations on Firo, and then it finalizes. It's really, really cool. Look, we're already at 50% or so. Okay, So yeah, I really just wanted to show you kind of like, a lot of people have been actually telling me like, oh, Firo should be on more DEXs, there is already a working DEX. It works really well. It's cross-chain. It's not limited to just like the Firo ecosystem. And we are working for better ways to provide liquidity to, Firo DEX or like Komodo wallet. But it works today. I hope you enjoy this. And we're also doing research as to how to integrate this directly into basically our Campfire wallet, so that you don't have to download a separate app. So we'll see how that goes. We're still doing research on how to do that, but that's the dream, right? To have this DEX directly built into our default wallets so that you can swap with a wide variety of coins. But I guess like the benefit of using like something like Firo DEX and Komodo wallet is that it's designed with multi coins in mind, so that you can have different kinds of balances and you don't have to keep like a full node, right? Like with other types of some of the other swap kind of mechanisms, you have to download Dogecoin, the entire chain. You have to download all of this, which is like really, really, I would say, cumbersome. While here, it's just done directly through the website. Obviously, there are some privacy trade-offs, obviously, because you're interacting with their server on the swaps, you're giving a little bit of info from yourself, which is why Firo DEX is a little bit better in the sense that you don't really have to interact with a website. You're interacting with, I would say, decentralized order books, which get much less info from you. So yeah, that's kind of like the run through of Firo DEX and Komodo wallet. I hope that shows you like the future of trading and swapping and making Firo usable despite like regulatory challenges. And yeah, please do give feedback. We really love it, and I hope this opens up your eyes to what's possible with Firo. Thank you very much.